Hello stock traders, I hope all of you had a fantastic trading day. In today's video, I'm going to do a review of all the great stocks that we had in Wednesday's pre-market video. I'm also going to give you 2 new insider picks to help you to be successful in tomorrow's trading and for the rest of the week. I hope all of you have had success with all these insider picks that I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. Looking forward to great gains coming forward. Now, I am not a financial advisor, so you need to do your own due diligence, but every single one of these picks has insider activity behind it. There is something that's behind the strategy. Every trade that I make has a strategy behind it. I'm not trading stocks, I'm trading strategies. That should help you to be more successful if you can change your mindset in that. Well, we have so much to cover, so let's get right to it. But before we get started, if you could do me a huge favor and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. As you do, it helps out our video and helps out the channel very much. Anyway, let's get right to it. In the top 7, if you had all the stocks from the top 7 list on Wednesday's pre-market video, you would have had a 1.67% loss. But if it wasn't for VBIO, so if you didn't have that particular pick, you would have had a gain. Personally, I had a 1.16% gain today, and that had a lot to do with the different picks that I had. I didn't just have the insiders, but I am always carrying other stocks of other strategies. Month to date, if you are following this list closely, then this list is up 38.51%. So a 38% gain is pretty good. Year to date, personally, I am at a 72.62% gain. Well on my way for a 500% return. That's what my goal was that I set at the beginning of the year. I like to use Webull for my trading, and the reason why I do is because they have fantastic scanners and tools. If you are looking for a powerful broker with lots of great tools and something better, please check it out. We have a link in the description down below. You get 1 free stock when you sign up and up to 2 free stocks when you deposit money. Let's start by covering the sales for the day. So I had quite a few picks that were sold for the day. Let's start within our premium room. In a premium room of our Discord, sold AVAN-WS for a 18.83% profit. Had this for a long time, been waiting for it to pop. Well, today it gave us a nice little chance to take profits, and so I decided to take profits on that. And there are a lot of people in our group that did on that also. Also sold SOAC for a 0.53% gain. This one just wasn't moving and it was just kind of stagnant. It'll probably shoot up now that I sold it. That's usually how it works. But anyway, it was time to move on, and then sold SOAC-WS. That is warrants for SOAC. And sold for a 6.7% loss. I got a terrible entry on that. A lot of people in the group got a better entry than me and probably made money on that particular one. In our standard group, I got quite a few sales to talk about. The first is MKD, sold for a 2.7% gain. And then sold LODE, that was a day trade for a 17% gain. I did that day trade in pre-market. But unfortunately, I stayed with LODE because I bought both shares and options and lost big on those. The stock turned against me and I tried to hold out thinking it would turn around because it had good news, but never did. Sold my LODE stock for a 39% loss. So my LODE call options for a 59% loss. To help balance that out, we had one other sale. We sold USWS for a 17.06% gain. Very good. And we have 2 sales from the top 7 list. The first was BOLT, sold for a 5.06% loss. This had been 5 days since its insider activity, so it was in time to move on. And then sold VBIO for a 42.3% gain. That had been 5 days since its insider activity also. That was overall a great little trade and very profitable, and hopefully you made money on that one also. All right, now let's get to the top 7 and others. We have so many great stocks. Here we go. And the first is YAYO. This is brand new list again. So we've had this in the past quite a few times. I like this stock as it has had insider activity. It has been very good to have. YAYO on Wednesday finished up 5.04%. My average in it is now $4.95. Since calling this out, it is up 1.06%, and this is rideshare rental. And John Gray has been loading shares at $5.05, and it's rumored to be going public through either a reverse merger or an IPO. This is big news for an OTC. And so so I think that this will continue to move this up. So not only have we had insider activity over and over again, but it appears that they are working towards that end. And so I expect this to be a good investment easily over the next week. And as we have more and more insider activity, I expect we might even hold it longer than that. All right, number 7. Here we go, the top 7. The first is CINF. This is Cincinnati Financial. On Wednesday, this finished up 3.28%. My average in it's $91.15. Since calling this out, it is up 3.97%, doing very well. And we had a director who bought shares in open market. Analysts have an average target price of $87.83. Number 6 is KLIK. This is KLIK and SAFA. And on Wednesday, this finished up 2.19%. This has been a great stock since we've added it. Hopefully you got in this early. My average in it's $47.07. And since calling this out, it is up 11.32%. So doing very well. Director Gregory Milnick. Really nice open market purchase that made me want to go in after just doing research on the company. And analysts have an average target price of $59.50. And this one has really been moving up nicely. So looking forward to this continuing and doing well. Number 5 is KMPR. This is Kemper. And on Wednesday, this finished up 1.09%. My average in it $73.67. Since calling this out, it is up 1.81%. I'm expecting this one, by the time I'm done with it, to have anywhere between a 2 to 10% gain. So far so good. This has been moving upwards, even though it's slowly. This has been a good stock for us. And George Cochran, director, purchased shares in open market. And analysts have an average target price of $88.25. So there's a nice upside here that's possible on this. So we could see this continue to run for sure. Number 4 is TAP. This is Molson Coors. And on Wednesday, this finished up 1.98%. My average in it's $44.58. And since calling this out, it is up 0.93%. So up just a little bit. But tomorrow should be a better day on the market. And I'm expecting this one to continue moving. A director purchased shares in open market. Very bullish. And analysts have an average target price of $48.36. Number 3 is HOFV. This is Hall of Fame. And on Wednesday, this finished up 2.19%. My average in it's $2.75. Since calling this out, it is up 1.09%. And 3 directors, a CFO, and the CEO took part and purchased shares in the latest offering. And a very bullish activity to see so many officers go in, and I really like to see that on an offering. I know they diluted shares, but for officers to show the conviction to spend their own money to go after a stock and multiple officers also to do so sends a message to investors that this stock is way undervalued and that they believe so. Now they have to hold these shares for at least 6 months, and so I found that very bullish. And analysts have an average target price of $5 a share. We should see this one start to move up as we get going. Number 2 is COTY. This is COTY. And on Wednesday, this finished up 1.11%. My average in it is $7.23. This one is a brand new list. Since calling this out, it is barely down at 0.27%, so you still have time to get in on it and do extremely well. But Robert Singer, the director, purchased shares at $6.63, and Oliver Gaudet, director, bought shares at $6.86. Both were open market. Both were very sizable transactions, and so we are looking forward to great things. Analysts have an average target price of $7.54. Number 1 on the list, here we go, brand new list. This is ONTX. This is Oncovia Therapeutics. And on Wednesday, this finished up 23.77%. My average in it's $1.51. Since calling this out, is up 9.29%. This is an advantage of definitely being a part of our Patreon group and our Discord, is that I called this out early in the morning, and a lot of us were able to load up on it while the prices were low. But the reason why I like it is because multiple officers were buying the offering. So they had an offering, but multiple officers went in. 2 directors, the CEO, the CFO, even their lawyer got in on the act. Anyway, I'm expecting great things out of this. I'm expecting a really big move. Now that the offering will be reported closed, we should see this one really start to move up. Anyway, I hope all of you are enjoying this list, and I will keep the picks coming. Wishing you all the best in the stock market in the days to come, and Raythoven out.